Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the nest as we reach the sprint to the finish line of this wrestling season. Here with Gavin Shields once again. Gav, thanks for filling in for my partner, Mr. Scarati. You did a great job on Saturday, except for a few offhanded remarks. You shouldn't talk about people when they're not here, but now here I am, so we'll see what you have to say today. No, but excited to be back here with Gavin Shields, class of 2020, career record 104-45, two-time district runner-up, one-time region runner-up, two-time first-team all-conference wrestler, and a football and wrestling team captain. Gav, it is great to have you here, brother.
Thank you, Coach Morrell. It's great to be back in the nest, and good morning, West Everett family, as we get ready for a big wrestling day today as we face off against Delsea.
Going to be an absolute slobber knocker here in the nest for sure. Two teams that have faced off throughout the years in some instant classics. Two towns very similar philosophically in terms of the blue collar, in your face, no holds barred type of deal. Two teams who are, we've talked about West Effort's. We'll talk more about this in the varsity prior to the varsity match as well, but we've talked a lot about West Effort's strength this year and their weight room commitment, and Delsea is certainly no different. Pound for pound, I'm sure they're in the weight room as much as we've been. So it's going to be an exciting day, Gavin, and we look forward to a great lineup of action.
Definitely going to be a tough day, as Delsea is similar to us in that hard-nosed aspect, as I talked about on Saturday with Pennsville as well. Similar teams, similar styles, gritty teams, and we're going to get after it today.
Yep, we start here with our 5 JV matches on the docket today, opening with heavyweight and finishing with heavyweight Jabril Barksdale, former heavyweight from the varsity squad who lost a wrestle-off last Saturday, a tough wrestle-off to Ramir Vaughn. And would love, I'll tell you what, right off the bat, Gav, I'm going to tell you right now that Jabril is 100% better than he was in his first week of wrestling, just from the opening of this match here.
Yeah, Jabril looking like he's coming out aggressive in this match today, looking to let loose and learn here tonight in this JV match.
Jabril facing off against Julian Bellis from Delsea, two guys who equal stature, probably equal strength, and to see Jabril take a shot at a snatch single right off the bat just tells you that his confidence level is certainly much higher than it was even a few weeks ago for sure.
I'd like to see him finish it here as well, go back at it. One's good, nice little fake, let him know that you're there, but let's keep attacking that leg. Keep being aggressive. Right now, he's got to sit down. Yeah. Big headlock coming. He's got to sit down. And he gets put on his back.
That is, I hate to say it because we say it every week with Jabril, and I know he's probably getting frustrated himself, but he's learning every time he's on the mat. Every time. So the fact that he's taking shots early and trying to set the pace is outstanding. But also, he's got to learn heavyweights like headlocks, man. And how do I defend a headlock? So he's going to get a chance to come back and wrestle back.
Yep.
As we move on to match number 2, Nate Benner against Emma Kosfeld. Delsea does have a few female wrestlers, and this is our second female wrestler that we'll get to see this year. And as I said at the last broadcast when we had female wrestlers, as a father of 3 daughters, there's nothing more exciting for me than seeing female girls wrestling start to take place and take hold in the state of New Jersey, which is one of the wrestling hotbeds. We had the girls wrestling regions tournament over the weekend, so congratulations to all those young ladies that qualified for the state tournament.
100%, Coach Morrell. It's great to see the sport grow to that aspect and seeing a lot of women wrestlers, and just watch the Olympic qualifiers, which is great to see the women get after, and it's definitely exciting to watch. Just as exciting as the men's, Coach Morrell, and it was definitely great to see that, and it's great to see that New Jersey is coming up big in the aspect of women's wrestling.
Yep, Nate doing a nice job here, trying to work for a fall, and I agree with. I also watched the World Olympic trials, and it's so new that it's really exciting to watch, And I'd have my girls gather around the television and watch it, and but it's just great. It's awesome to see athletes at that level, that are female, and it's just so new that I think we're watching something really special.
100%. As Benner comes in here on a half. He's got to sink back, get his chest on chest. And I don't mean to come back, but Jabril, I'm sure he's going to be in the practice room. Coach Shields will be with him. And with that headlock, you got to lock waist and roll with that. And it's definitely something you're not used to, but it doesn't feel right when you're doing it.
Great switch by Kosfeld right off the whistle. Way to win the whistle there.
Better coming up.
I agree with you, Gav. And it's just get the matches this year. There are no districts. There are region qualifiers, but you got to have a really good season to qualify. Jabril's not going to fall into that category. So for him, it's about how many matches can I get and how much can I learn every match. Nate, right back to the half. He's got to get that thing a little bit deeper in there. Great flexibility from Emma.
Benner's sinking it deep right now, as he just did.
Getting the fall makes it 6-6, and we've been keeping score of these JV matches.
That's awesome.
When Riley Thurston and I have been together. No, our JV team doesn't see it, but we've been trying to hammer home. We wish the JV could see it because these guys will be in the varsity lineup, and they need to understand the importance of every single point.
And JV's, as I said Saturday, JV's a really big motivator in terms of how varsity's gonna go.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you see in this gym right now, every single varsity wrestler is watching the JV. And when your JV comes out sluggish or doesn't come out motivated, doesn't bring the juice, it really sets the tone for that varsity match, and sometimes your varsity feels that way.
Absolutely. As we move to our 132-pound match, our third JV bout of the day, Ryan Palvarento from West Effort against Tommy Montalto Summers from Delsea. Two lengthy wrestlers here, similar builds.
Palvarento's been looking good this year. He's had a major change over the summer and coming into the school year. He's put on a lot of good muscle, and he's been in the weight room.
Yeah, I want to see him go 6 hard minutes here. This Delsea squad at the varsity level is very young, so they're deep with youth, and so these JV kids that you see here, they have great partners in the room, all over the place. So it's not like it's a senior-heavy room where seniors are wrestling with seniors. Montalto Summers is probably wrestling with some of the best wrestlers in the room every single day. So,
100%. Delsea's one of those youth programs that rivals West Effort a lot of the times. They have a lot of young guys. They have a good program, and they teach them right.
Yeah, you know what you're getting from that program. They're going to bring it every single day. It's like when you're born, you come out of the womb, they expect you to play football and wrestle at Delsea, and that's a special thing, and it's community with a lot of tradition, and similar to us, where people kind of graduate and just come back. They want to give back right away. Most of Delsea's staff is all alums, similar to the West Effort staff. So a lot of pride.
A lot of pride. Palvarento needs to know where he's at right now. Get back to where some mat is. End of the first, 2-0. Maybe get a turn on top here. Keep him down. Let him know that your pressure's there. There's nothing more defeating as a bottom wrestler going into the second period when the guy holds you down.
100%. 100%. Great first move by Summers. Just got word, we were talking about how strong of a youth movement they have. Just got a text from your dad, actually, our middle school head coach, Coach Jimmer Shields, that Delsea was the best 7th and 8th grade team in the state last year. They beat both Phillipsburg and Kingsway. So that gives you an idea where Delsea's headed the next few years in their wrestling program. That's really impressive.
Definitely impressive. And as we see, it's working out for them right now, as most of their varsity lineup is young guys, and a lot of them are undefeated.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And that's a tough schedule. Not wrestling a cupcake schedule, that's for sure. As Summers working hard to turn that half.
He's got it deep right now.
Does. Pin or be pinned here. Pin or be pinned to kick off this JV section. As we move in already to match number 4 at 152 pounds. It'll be Andrew Ty for West Effort and Anthony McAllister from West Effort. Dual match score 12-6 in favor of Delsea right now. And again, this is, you wish that the JVs knew the situation and Andrew felt the pressure of having to come out and get 6 with only 1 match remaining.
Yeah, it's just, I don't think they feel that same pressure right now in a JV match. You wish they did, as Ty comes out very aggressive. I love to see it.
Andrew
He's in deep on the half.
Andrew's another kid that's been getting better and better every week, Gav. He's made incredible improvement and strides in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks of the season. Only 2 weeks remaining, believe it or not, before we get into regions.
looking to get the pin here, needs to lift that head. Good job.
Got it. Ties it up. All right, here we go. 12-12. We're back around the heavyweight. Jabril Barksdale comes back out onto the mat for West Africa against Cade Birardelli.
Quick turnaround here for Barksdale. He needs to have a really short memory here, come out, forget that last match, just look to get better here.
I love it. Hopefully, you're hoping they learn it. Obviously, Julian Bellis knew a headlock, so I'm sure Cade knows a headlock as well, and you got to believe that. Nice shrug.
It was a nice shrug. Good job by Jarrell. Turn around facing him.
You see that quick twitch on the level change there? He's got quick twitch in him. He really does. You just got to harness it and unleash it somehow.
And that will come with experience a lot, again, the room, a lot of practice. And I think he'll come back next year better than ever. As he comes back through another cycle of football lifting, he'll get bigger, get stronger, know how to wrestle better, just be all around better for Jabril Barksdale.
Yep. I have offered Jabril and Ramir to stay with me in my house for the entire summer. My wife doesn't know about it yet, but we're going to get these puppies to become dogs one way or another. Birardelli, more of a 220-pounder, weighed in at 216-1 today, so, wrestling against a 245-pound Jabril Barksdale. A little bit of disadvantage weight-wise, but, I like the shrug. That I think Birardelli's got to go back. There it is. Yeah, come back to that shrug and try to work half a man with these big guys as opposed to going straight ahead.
And what Jabril needs to do when you're versus someone lighter than you and you're a big guy, a lot of head snaps.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of head snaps, level change, head snap. Level change, head snap. And that's you see the best heavyweights in the world today. It's a lot of head snaps, moving them around, especially when you have big guys on the mat.
Absolutely. One thing I would like to, and I think he's currently doing a better job of it right now, is just his stance and level change is much better. He needs to learn, both of our big guys need to learn how to stay in a stance for 6 minutes. Because all it takes is that one moment where you're out of your stance as a big guy. When you ain't no getting off your back when you get thrown to your back as a big guy, speaking from personal experience. Birardelli really wants to work that shrug. He just can't finish it. Oh.
Nice little leg attack by Jabril right there. Like to see him finish it and commit to it.
He's got to run his feet and bring his hips. The worst thing you can do when you get in a shot like that is, A, stop your feet, or B, let your hips drag and end up flat on the mat.
We go neutral in the second period.
Yeah, thoughts on why the coaching staff chose neutral here with Jabril?
When you're a big guy and you're a heavyweight, you choose bottom a lot of times. Sometimes they like to sit on bottom for a while.
Yeah.
And you lose about a minute 30. It's a lot of energy. It's given off, and a lot of times you don't get out of bottom.
Yeah. Young big wrestlers struggle from the bottom. If they're not a quick twitch type of guy.
And a lot of times when you get broken down flat on your stomach as a heavyweight, it's hard to get back to your base.
100%. Don't have that same core strength that the young bucks do. Birardelli getting physical. Looks like he's getting a little bit frustrated. Certainly getting physical.
Like to see Jabril come back here. Yep, there he is.
Got to be careful. Don't walk yourself into a headlock. And this is why you try to get as many matches as you can so that you can experience different types of competitors. You can experience a situation like this where you got an opponent's getting frustrated. You got to handle the emotional waves that come along with this match, because it can be very easy to retaliate and run into something, and next thing you know, you're getting thrown to your back because you allowed your emotion to get the best of you and you forgot your technique. Talk about it. Did you find it difficult to control your emotions sometimes when you got in a situation with an opponent who's really being physical with you?
Definitely, 100%. When an opponent comes out and they're smacking your head around, getting physical, as Jabril gets turned here.
It's a shame. It's a shame, man, because he did such a good job on his feet. He just needs mat wrestling sense. That's all. And he's going to get it. It'll come. And that's going to wrap up our JV session already, Gav. And we'll take a brief break here, and we'll see everybody back shortly as we'll give you our keys to victory for the varsity match today, as well as our wrestlers to watch. And get your popcorn ready, because it's going to be a Donnybrook.